Ashley, Denny, everybody's in here. I see she's already here. You didn't see her pop in? I see her. Yo, Kennedy, hello. Kennedy, long time no see, love. Yo, thank you. Oh, man, y'all. So, today, I did a little last-minute Christmas shopping. Well, I took my daughter Christmas shopping just to go with her. And I sat in one of them massage chairs while she was getting her nails done, because she got her nails done after, and I let that massage chair work on me for an hour. I sat in that thing going up and down my back. Oh my God. And everything felt real good, but one freaking little bit of hitch there. Yo, Andy, long time no see, my brother. Kamokin? No, that's not Kamokin. That's a frame. Yo, welcome everybody. Yo, what's up, guys? So, for everybody that's in here right now, I want to say I hope y'all are having a Merry Christmas. And this is the last official show before Christmas. So, if I don't get to tell everybody beforehand, I hope y'all all have a Merry Christmas, and y'all be safe. And if you're traveling, be careful, be safe. And I hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas. Tell everyone to visit my YouTube since I can't. Why can't you? Why can't you? Yo, everybody make sure y'all favorite Emoji J's YouTube channel. It's YouTube at Emoji J. Or Emoji J at YouTube. Velvet, hello. Pika, hello. YouTube/Emoji J, yes. You would think I'd get that by now, you know, like, hey, Jay, 20 years ago, Jay, I remembered everything. I didn't forget nothing, but now I'm older, and, you know, your memory kind of starts. Not just that, but, man, getting older, listen. There's one thing my dad told me before he died. This is honest to God truth. My dad told me, he says, getting old, he said, getting old ain't for wussies. That's what he said. That ain't the word he used, but y'all get the picture. Y'all get the picture. And he also said nothing good comes from getting old. That's what my dad, he said, I don't care what anybody tells you, nothing good comes from getting old. Well, you know, Velvet, my uncle always told me you're only as old as the women you feel, right? So, yeah, my uncle always told me that. He always told me that. But yeah, we got my country music kicking in. I'm just letting the live build up a little bit. We had a last minute addition. Denny Baby is going to be the performer tonight. Paige is going to be next week. Anyway, so I hope everybody's got their Christmas shopping done. Don't be like me. Don't be like me and don't have your Christmas shopping done, because, man, let me tell you, I went to the mall today, and I went to Target first, y'all. Look, I went to Target first, and Target was a madhouse. I'm like, on a Monday? I mean, I know Christmas is Saturday, but today's Monday. Today is Monday. Like, what is everybody doing? But, so I will tell y'all this. I went into Buckle, and somebody walked to the counter, and they had these new Hey Dudes out, and I was like, man, y'all got those? They said, yeah, they just came in. They just came in today. I said, man, y'all got those in a men's 9. I wear a 9.5 in tennis shoe, but dudes run big. So a 9's actually a 9.5. But anyway, Anyway, they already sold out of these shoes. They sold out of all of them. They got them this morning and they were already sold out. I was like, Jesus, they didn't have none. They didn't have none. Yo, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. It's well groomed, well taken care of. Look, if you need beard tips, all I can say is use really good conditioner on your beard. If it's dry, if it seems to get dry, like it needs, you keep your beard moisturized, right? It's gotta have moisturizer to grow. So that's just it. I got all that shit done in one day that way. Hey, you know what? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You know, just depends on just depends on when you do it. Yeah, you gotta moisturize your beard. You gotta keep it hydrated. That's awesome. You saw some amazing beard oil. I can't even speak. Beard oil is essential when you're talking about the beard. It is. That, and I brush my beard probably 15 or 20 times a day. Always keep it brushed. It's by the pharmacy in Hill Split Ends. That's interesting. I'll talk to you about that when you get in the box. New movies that came out. Y'all, if y'all haven't seen the new Spider-Man was amazing, y'all. It was amazing. It was the best one ever, in my opinion. And it set box office records all weekend long. It was so good. It was so good. I took my friend and her little boy to go see it because, you know, yo, good looking out. Anyway, and I looked over and he was crying in the movie. I was like, wow. But anyway, it was a good movie. I don't know if y'all that went and seen it, you got to make sure you watch all the credits. There were two cut scenes. Ringtones just made your dog go crazy. You got a Ring doorbell? That's what that is. That's my Ring doorbell. Yep. Yep. It's got two cut scenes, so make sure y'all watch the credits all the way to the end. And actually, the second cut scene is actually a trailer for another movie. But that's a different story. So Emoji J asked me to come to his live and not say nothing because he wanted me to hear how beautiful this lady sang. And I went in there and I listened to her sing a couple of songs, and she was actually singing a couple of country songs, which I was impressed. So Denny, I don't know if it's Denny or Danny, however you pronounce it. Oh yeah, I can't wait for the Matrix. I can't wait for the Matrix. Yeah, I've been waiting. I know, my daughter's home. But Denny. Okay. Yo, Yoga Pants. Everybody's coming in here tonight. Y'all, Merry Christmas, y'all. But anyway, I'd like to invite Denny to the box. But yes, I can't wait till the Matrix. The Matrix is coming out. It's been a long time. I don't know when the last Matrix was out, but yo, Andy, thank you, brother. I want to say the last Matrix probably has been 20 years since it came out. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful. Getting ready for Christmas. Just
for the gingerbread man. Yeah, I'm excited. I've got all my Christmas shopping done. I started baking tonight, so I think I'll bake a couple more things tomorrow, and we'll be good. Love you too, Emoji J.
Yeah, he had a little. I'm looking, man. He had a little. What do you call it when you transpose letters and numbers?
Mm-hmm.
That he's had a little bit of that going on. I can't remember what it is right now because, again, that's the oldness kicking in. Man, I can't remember.
Dyslexia.
Dyslexia. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. He had a little dyslexia kicking in there. It happens to me too.
Oh, me too. Age.
Yeah, so I heard you sing a couple of country songs earlier, and one of them was actually one of my favorite country songs of all time. And matter of fact, I love singing that song. And
What's on?
"Help Me Make It Through the Night," which was it was done. It's been recorded so many times, but originally it was the biggest hit was made by golly, I can't think of her name right now.
The version I did was Martina McBride. I like hers, but
Oh yeah. She
it was
had a good
okay.
version. She had a good version.
Thank
But
you.
the person that wrote the song was probably one of the best songwriters of our decade. He wrote a bunch of songs that most people don't even know um, that
You.
he wrote. I mean, he R&B singers covered his songs, and like man, what I can't remember those. Anyway, Chris Christopherson is the guy that wrote the song, and
Mhm.
he's one of the greatest songwriters of our generation. And even like I said, I know people that don't even like country music, but they like his songs and they don't even know it.
Right.
'Cause, I forget which song it is now, but there was a song that Al Green did that he wrote. Um, that Al Green made a hit out of it too. But anyway, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Jeannie, and I live in Denver, Colorado. I'm a social worker during the week, and I live stream not as often as I'd like to. Life gets pretty busy being a social worker, sometimes requires later nights. And so I've been with the county 24 years and I'm about ready to retire. So I just have to decide what I want to do in my next life. When I
Yeah.
grow up, what do I want to be? So I've sung since I was 6 years old. My father had a band, so at 6 years old, I was singing songs in Spanish. I was singing Patsy Cline, Etta James, um, Thank You for the Roses. And so 1993, I was a runner-up in the Colorado State Fair Fiesta Queen pageant. Out of all the girls on the Queen's Court, I was the only one that sang. So they asked me if I wanted to open for Selena. So I got to spend a whole day with the incomparable Selena 2 years before she passed away.
That's amazing.
They have an all-girl mariachi group and just kind of picked up singing now through the live stream again. So do a little bit of every kind of music. My dad wanted me to be versatile, so
Wow,
it's easy.
that's amazing. The song I was thinking of, I was singing it in my head as you was talking to me. It's "For the Good Times." I know y'all heard that song, right? Lay your head up on my pillow. But anyway, that song.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I'd think of it. I just had to get the tune in my head. So, who's your favorite artist?
Etta James.
Etta James. Yeah,
Love Etta James.
Etta James. What was that song? At Last.
Mm-hmm. I do
Yeah,
that one sometimes, yeah.
that's an excellent song. I watched the movie. I can't remember the name of the movie, but Beyonce. I think it was Beyonce that played her in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Cadillac Records.
Yes, that movie.
Yeah, yeah. We did
Yeah,
a couple.
yeah,
Yeah, she was
yeah.
a phenomenal artist. She gave everything she just put it all out there.
She opened doors. She definitely opened doors for not only women
Yeah.
singers, but black women. I mean, she opened the door and said, "Hey, we're here, and this is where it's at." She was one of the very first. An excellent voice.
Yes.
So, what's your favorite? I know you said you sing different genres. What's your favorite genre?
I don't know. It's a tie between country and R&B. I think because
Yeah.
that's, you know, at 6 years old, what kid is singing, crazy? 6 years old. I was on a stage singing crazy and other
Okay.
Patsy Cline songs. So
Here's a little trivia. Let's see how good you are. Do you know who wrote the song "Crazy"?
I don't.
Oh wow. Have you ever heard of the Red-Headed Stranger?
No.
Willie Nelson is the one who wrote.
Oh, that's right. And I was almost gonna say that, but then I was like, Oh, maybe that song's too old.
Yeah, Willie Nelson wrote that song. Yeah, it was actually, I think, probably the first hit song that somebody recorded. And if you watch the Patsy Cline story, the movie,
Mm-hmm.
she's in there and she says, "I can't sing like that guy," because I mean, Willie Nelson has one of them voices that I don't know if there's anybody. The closest person I've ever heard that's came close to replicating his voice is his own son.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you know. But yeah, if you
He's
watch
from
that,
Colorado. He lives here in Colorado now.
which one? He's got two of them that perform.
No, Willie Nelson lives in Colorado.
Does he really?
Mm-hmm. He has a home somewhere up here in the mountains because went to a concert at Red Rocks, and it was don't ask me why I went to a Julio Iglesias concert as a kid with my mom. She had won a bunch of tickets, and Willie Nelson showed up. He was just down the highway.
Yeah. Well, he probably owns property there, but I mean, I know he lives or did. He has a ranch in Austin. As a matter of fact, another little bit of trivia. At one time, Willie Nelson owed the IRS so much money that he could not pay it back. And he lost his farm in Austin, Texas. And most of the people in my live are probably too young to remember this. But Willie Nelson used to do a concert every year for farmers. It was called Farm Aid. Mm-hmm. And because he did that and helped them out every year, when the IRS put his house up for auction, the farmers bought the house back from the IRS and gave it to them. Yeah.
How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
That is super cool. He's one of the greats.
Well, Ben, hang around, brother. We got the show going on, Ben, so just hang around, and I'll try to fit you in if I can. But it's got to be quick if I can fit you in, because I got my show going on. But anyway, that's just a little bit of trivia. Like, he's from Texas. Matter of fact, a lot of people don't know this. Willie Nelson was a DJ here in Houston, Texas at KLT radio station like when he was really young. So he's done a little bit of everything. He's a Texas staple, that's for sure. So when do you stream on the app?
I haven't streamed in over a month probably, but usually later in the evening. So
that's not true, because you were streaming just a while ago. I watched you.
That's true, just a few minutes ago. But other than that, it's been about a month. I had gotten a real bad sinus infection, was pretty sick for a little while. So
wow.
To get well. And
well, I'm glad you're well, because sinus infections, they're bad. They hurt. They make you headaches. Yes, I've been there.
And then I was helping foster a baby. We were trying to keep her out of a regular foster home. So I had a 14-month-old during the night. So I was a little bit busy over the last month.
Thank you for that, because I know that's a hard job.
It is.
I know that's a hard job. Yeah.
Baby's precious.
My best friend and his wife a few years ago, they took in a set of twins that were taught, they were like 2 years old, and then their brother, and she had them 3 kids, and their brother was like 7 or 8, but it was a family member's kids that they were going to lose to the system if they didn't take them in, and man, it was tough for them. It was tough for them.
Well, and that was kind of the situation. My neighbor ran into a situation, and if I wouldn't have stepped in, the baby would have went into regular foster care, and she might have lost her. So I was just a buffer for a minute.
Yeah.
Emoji's telling me to change my song.
He's telling you to change your song?
Yeah.
No, sing whatever you're comfortable with singing. Don't worry about it.
I'm comfortable with anything, so
don't worry about it. Listen, this is about you right now, and you sing what you're comfortable with, and Emoji can take it up with me.
Well, I'm comfortable with anything, so I can do anything. We'll do whatever.
All right. Well, whatever you want to sing, just whenever you're ready.
Okay. Let's go old school then.
What is going on? I can't afford streaming anymore, so. Sure you can.
Look, y'all, I'm not bald. I really not. I got hair.
One of the first songs I learned as a little girl. Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you loved me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering, what in the world do I do? Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
Wow, that was good.
Thank you.
And that is a tough song to sing. A lot of people may not know that, but that is a very tough song to sing.
Thank you. Yeah, my pops had me singing at 6 years old, so thank you for the roses.
Wow. So what was it like singing on stage with Selena? I know that had to be a big deal.
It was incredible. The biggest part was sharing the dressing room with her and just spending time with her. Her father was very intense. So, like, if you've seen the movie Selena, the way he was there, he was in the back adjusting my music when I was singing. Like, he was there with the sound guy that he kind of bumped my dad out of the way and kind of took over. I'm not on her documentary, but yeah, I did have the opportunity to open for her. She's incredible. Like, she was just an incredible person, very sweet. You know, of course she was the star, but yeah, she just kept acknowledging us because it was kind of our day, the fiesta day at the fair. We were the royalty for the fair, so she really just made a big deal of us when we were like, wow, she's the big deal. So
Yeah, that's
humble.
amazing. That's amazing. You know, and a lot of musicians are like that. Like I've known a few not famous like Selena by no means, but like I've known a few musicians here in Texas, and for the most part, most of them are pretty humble. And then I've met a few people that wasn't very humble, and you know, but for the most part, most of them are humble, and people are scared to talk to them. But it's like they're people like everybody else, and people don't realize that. And I think just from everything that I've read about her myself and watched on her myself, she was a very humble person.
She's an amazing person. I mean, the TV series that they did like on Netflix or something was more true to who she was than I think even the movie. I mean, she was just happy to be alive. She was happy to her music was going places. I mean, she was just on the verge of doing a crossover album, and like life was about to get really big for her, and sadly she's not here anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, wow, crazy, crazy, for sure, crazy. But anyway, thank you for being on the show. If you don't mind sticking around, and we'll get you back on towards the end of the show and do another one, if you don't mind.
Sounds good. It'd be a privilege. Thank you.
All right, love. Thank you. LB, hello. Yo, Ben, I got about 2 minutes if you want to jump in. I know what you want to talk about if you're still here, Ben. I think he might be gone. No, Ben did a toy drive last year or the year before, and I helped contribute to it, and I think he wanted to show me what it's grown into. But anyhow, my next guest, I can tell you, we're probably going to talk a lot of sports. He was here, but he's probably already popped out, and that's okay. That's okay. Probably going to talk a lot of sports. I know she's very happy. I guarantee you she's very happy right now because her team shut out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers yesterday. So I know she's happy. So, Ashley, you can request the box anytime you get ready. Yo, so see a red in here. It feels like Christmas already. Hey, I think, in honor of Christmas, they ought to make the blue names green and the red names stay red. And then we could have a green and red stream and make it Christmassy.
But the VIPs are green, actually. So you just must have, Sean, thank you. You just must have a lot of but not all your VIPs are in red.
but not everybody's VIP though.
See, there's they. We got her.
Oh, there we go, right there.
Bart. Hello, everybody.
So I know you were overjoyed yesterday.
Oh yes, I was on cloud 9 all night last night. I made sure to put together all my trolling posts to troll every single one of my friends that is a Bucs fan or a Tom Brady fan. One of the two.
Hey, listen, I'm not going to lie. I do that when the Cowboys lose because,
I mean, America wins when the Cowboys lose.
Well, I mean, no, it's like this, right? Like, I hate that I live in Texas because I don't hate that I live in Texas, but I hate the Cowboys are in Texas. Let me rephrase that. Because it's always, this is our year. We're going to the Super Bowl this year. Like, listen, you play the New York Giants twice a year. You play the Washington football team twice a year. You play Philly twice a year, which Philly is probably the hardest one out of the whole bunch. But, I mean, come on. You got like 6 or 7 wins right there, right out the gate.
Right? Although I thought the Giants were actually going to do a little bit better this season than they did. I thought Daniel Jones was pretty awesome. I thought he was going to do better.
Yeah, well, it happens.
So, yeah, it happens. But I'm not going to lie. I was really impressed with my Saints yesterday night. It was a great game. I'm sorry. Just watching Tom Brady get so upset and act like such a poor sport just reminds me why Drew Brees was the better man.
No. Listen, Drew Brees
he may not have been the better quarterback, but he's a better man.
Well, I mean, you can't really say that either. I mean, they're both.
Who goes and tells a coach to go F themselves? That's just poor sportsmanship.
Listen, look, it ain't poor sportsmanship, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when you're out there competing, you want to win, and the last thing you want to do is lose in a big competition. So the last thing you want to do after somebody loses is come up and say, like I was the same way when I played football. After we lose, don't talk to me. Get away from me. Leave me alone. We'll talk about this later when I calm down. But that's not the time to go because I'll probably tell you to go F yourself too.
I mean, it was a good game though. Just seeing him shut out, like Tom Brady hasn't been shut out in 15 years. So that's kind of, for the Saints defense to do that was very incredible. I've been saying all season the Saints defense is undeniably incredible. Unfortunately, they haven't had an offense that can keep on the field long enough to give the defense a little bit of a break. And, you know, they get overworked, unfortunately. But I have been saying since, like, the start of the season, the Saints actually have a championship defense. They don't have a championship offense right now. So.
Look, I feel their pain. I'm a Houston fan, right? I go through this every week.
Sit down, Hot Steve. Brady is not the GOAT. He's the GOAT at having a top 5 defense. He is every single year that Tom Brady has won a Super Bowl, he has had a top 5 defense.
Yeah, well, I mean,
if not top 3.
Listen, defense helps, right? But
offense wins games, defense wins championships.
But you got to admit, like, when it comes down to, like, in the clutch situations, like, there ain't nobody but, like, I've seen it too many times. Like, I forget this year, I forget who they were playing, but they had a minute and, like, 20 seconds left. And my best friend were watching the game, and he looks at me, he goes, they screwed up. I go, why? He goes, they give Tom Brady a minute and 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And sure enough, man, bam, bam, bam. They didn't even have no timeouts, but he was just like, sideline, middle of the field, spike the ball, sideline, touchdown. I'm like, what? A minute and 20 seconds. How do you lose that?
Yeah, but he couldn't do that, unfortunately, against the Saints because he was too busy getting sacked 4 times.
Well, that's okay. That's okay.
Throwing 2 interceptions. So, unfortunately, you know, he can do that against other teams. He just doesn't know how to do it against the Saints, unfortunately.
I'm going to say this right now. This championship this year is going to be Aaron Rodgers to lose.
I mean, well, you know, the NFC Championship game is where the Packers go to lose every year. So that they've lost the last 4 in a row, you know. So the NFC Championship game is actually where the Packers go to lose. So I thought Arizona was going to do a little bit better. I thought they were going to thought they were going to finish a little bit stronger than they have been.
Listen, but, we all know
I'm a savage emoji, Jay. Sorry.
It's not what happens in the regular season. It's what happens in the playoffs. So all they got to do is make the playoffs. And, you know, when you got D-Hop over there, you know.
Kyler Murray is pretty incredible. I love watching him play. I love watching DeAndre Hopkins. I thought that was a really stupid move for Houston to let him go, but you know, listen, it's a business, you know, and I understand that. And when you have somebody that's not happy, and
they didn't do that for business. That was done because the owner his mom owns the team, but he took over after the old man died. Y'all hear my dog in the background. She's going crazy. My daughter's yelling at her. Y'all just ignore that. But anyway, he let Bill O'Brien have the reins as general manager, and DeAndre Hopkins and Bill O'Brien gets into it. So Bill O'Brien says, well, I'll show you. And the owner let it happen. There's no way if I'm the owner, I'll let that happen.
If anything, he just helped his career. He thought he was punishing him, and all he ended up doing was like pushing him into the arms of like a better quarterback, to be honest.
No. He didn't push him in the arms of a better quarterback.
I think Kyler Murray is pretty spectacular. I think he is better than Deshaun Watson.
But just think about this, though. If Bill O'Brien hadn't been given the power that he was given, right?
We wouldn't be having this conversation.
We would have Hopkins and we'd have Watson right now, and our record, we'd probably be in the running for the top of the AFC right now. So there you go.
I don't know about that. Potentially. But yeah, it's been a tough season. Unfortunately, my Saints have had a rough go on offense. You know, with the injury to Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston was looking pretty good, you know. I was really disappointed, but it is what it is. Not every season's going to be our season. So
I didn't watch much football yesterday, but I did hear that, you know, he played for the Saints briefly. Teddy Bridgewater
did, yes.
I heard that he got carted off the field yesterday and took to the hospital.
He might have. I haven't caught up with that too much. But that makes me sad because I love Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater, after his injury that he had in Minneapolis, his injury was so gruesome. There were people like throwing up on the sidelines because it was such a gruesome injury to watch. And for him to overcome, it's like kind of like an Alex Smith story. For me, who's been in a terrible car accident, who's had a compound fracture, to see these players come back from an injury like that when I've never walked the same since my car accident. So to see these players go through these like gruesome injuries and just overcome this and come back just as strong, it's pretty incredible to watch. And Teddy Bridgewater, he is not the same, doesn't have the same confidence that he had prior to that injury, but it is really incredible seeing how far he's come and seeing him do well in Denver. I think Denver is definitely like a really good place for him. He just needs an offense that is complementary to the defense that they have. So,
yeah. I guess they got rid of John Elway as general manager. I didn't think he did a bad job, but you would think, as great of a quarterback as he was, that he'd have been better picking out quarterbacks. Like, every quarterback he drafted just didn't pan out.
Yeah. It's hard when you draft a quarterback. Like, look at Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence was a complete bust. And, what that is, like, that is –
Whoa, hold on.
That's experience. That it takes time and it takes experience. You can't just take a rookie quarterback and throw them in their first season and expect that they're going to be incredible. You've got to think they have some of the best players, and a college team is going after every single one of the best players from high school. When you draft, it's a little bit different. They spread it out a little bit differently than like colleges that, have these great camps that the students, they get to make that decision to go to that school. And they're going to want to go to a school that's going to have an incredible camp, that's going to have a great coach, that's going to have a long-standing history. Whereas when you get drafted into the NFL, like, you get drafted to who you get drafted to. And usually those top 10 are the worst teams in the NFL. And it takes farming, basically, in order to nurture these young players. They're still a rookie. And to be honest, I think that these quarterbacks could be great in time, but they need the right coaching. They need the right system around them. They need a good offensive line. They're not used to having players that are not necessarily up to that top tier par that they're used to in college. So
I wouldn't say that Trevor Lawrence is a bust just yet.
So far.
Well, yeah, but you can't go by their first year. I mean,
did you see him try to attempt the no-look pass? He literally threw it directly into the hands of the other team.
Well, but here's the thing: is people will see people like Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, and just a handful of others who came in their first year and they did really good, but it's a proven fact that probably 90% of all quarterbacks drafted, they don't do well in their first year. Even wide receivers. I seen a statistic a few years ago. Wide receivers usually don't hit their stride till their second season or somewhere into their second season. Most wide receivers just don't do good their first year because they're still learning. And same thing with quarterbacks. Like, everybody talks about the quarterback we drafted, Davis Mills. He has been bad, but if you look at his numbers compared to all the other rookie quarterbacks that started this year, he's got better numbers.
Yeah. And I will say this, I like Joe Burrow. The reason Joe Burrow is doing so well, though, Joe Burrow was a fifth-year senior. So Joe Burrow had a little bit more experience in college than like a four-year college player. So, and on top of that, Joe Burrow, he got hurt. Like, that's the problem with your offensive line. He took a serious beating and was out, 10 games his first season. So, unfortunately, these quarterbacks, like, you got to, if you're going to get yourself a first-round draft, quarterback, you need to make sure that you're putting a strong offensive line to protect your investment. And if you're not, you are going to, for lack of a better word, you're going to piss their career away. So I think it's really important that, that you build your offensive line.
Well, yes. And where it starts with the offensive line is first is your left tackle because he watches your blind side. And second is your center. Yeah. You got to have a good center and you got to have a good left tackle.
The Saints are really smart. They drafted 2 centers in the first round back to back. Because they knew that Drew Brees wasn't going to be around for much longer. They knew that they were probably going to they only had him for one more season, and then they knew that they were going to have a quarterback that's going to need some time to get that ball out. Unfortunately, not everybody can get it out as fast as Brady. So, yeah, but I do love my football. It's been a rough season, but I've been hosting this NFL Pick'ems League that's been a really big hit. I've had 20 members consistently. We're kind of slow right now because the holidays keep everybody busy, but it's been really awesome keeping the banter going, especially in my stream. I love talking about football, you know. Not many women do, and I think that I'm kind of like I'm an enigma to people. They don't expect that I know as much about football as I do. So,
hey, it's very impressive because I don't know if y'all know Hanny Moo, if anybody knows Hanny Moo, but me and Hanny are pretty close friends, and she's been in my live when we were talking football, and she's like, yeah, I have no clue what y'all are saying. Like, she'll pretend, like me and her be battling and somebody start talking about football, and she pretends like she knows, but she's like, I was like, yeah, you just need somebody to teach you. She says, no, I've been around men before, and they've tried to teach me, and I'm just.
Mine came from bartending. I bartended for 12 years, and I learned that the best way to make good money as a bartender that works a Sunday football shift is to know what they're talking about. You're going to do a lot better. You're going to be treated a lot better at the end of that shift with that tip is if you know a lot about football. And I built a really, really strong Sunday football, I guess. I had one of the most, busiest bars here in Long Beach for Sunday football. I really built a strong I had a Pick'ems League at the bar as well. I had a really strong following, and yeah, it was a lot of fun for me. So when my car accident happened and I had to stop bartending on Sundays, because I did move on to, my day career now, but I would still bartend on Sundays because I just, I can sit there and watch football all day with people and make money at the same time. So it was a lot of fun.
Well, Mama, I don't know if you know this. My mother was a bartender most of my life. She had other odds and end jobs, but when she got laid off or anything, she always fell back to bartending. So, I know from, my mom, she drank a lot. Like a lot of times to see her, whatever, I had to be in the bar. Well, of course, I was grown now. I was grown, wasn't a kid in there hanging out with her, but. I spent a lot of time in the bar, and there's one thing I found out, like a bartender has several jobs, several hats that they wear. And the number one thing is they're everybody's therapist.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
100%. They're everybody's therapist.
That has not changed. That hasn't changed at all.
And if they're not their therapist, they're most definitely their confession. Oh. Everybody confesses shit to the bartenders.
See, I think the reason that I'm so jaded when it comes to relationships is because, like, with the men, they would come in with their girlfriends one night, their wives the next night, and then they would take a different girl home the third night. So after that, like, so I work in an area where there's, like, a lot of, like, union guys. And for some reason, like, this group of guys that like to hang out there were just terrible. They were a bunch of players, and that was their thing. And to me, like, the bartender holds all your secrets, so you make sure that you tip your bartender well, or she's gonna slip and call the girl the wrong name. So you got to make sure you take care of your bartender.
Or when your wife calls, the bartender is gonna say, yeah, he's sitting right here,
right? Instead of, oh, he left 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, I've actually seen that happen. Like, I've seen bartenders tell people at the bar, like, listen, I'm not lying to your wife for you, but I know it would have been a different situation had they tipped her really well. I know it.
Oh, yeah.
I know it would have been a different situation. But anyway.
So, yeah, I definitely, there are times that I miss it. There's times that I don't. I love my career that I have now. It's great, but I do miss my Sunday football with my regulars. So maybe once I get walking a little bit better again, maybe I'll pick up a half shift or something. They always ask when I'm coming back, and I haven't been ready. I'm 3.5, almost 4 years out from my car accident, so I'm just not quite ready. But maybe next season, we'll see.
Well, before I let you go, we've been talking sports this whole time, which I knew was going to happen because I love sports.
Always.
I love sports, and I know Ashley loves sports, and it's just yeah, it's good to talk to sports with me, But anyhow, besides the sports talk, what else has been going on?
So I just hosted the Oh Yeah contest.
Again, I missed it.
I know. I did the first episode. I had to reschedule the second one. Unfortunately, I got COVID, and I was very sick from COVID. It was not fun. 1 out of 10 would not recommend. So I was down for about 2.5, almost 3 weeks. I'm doing great now. My breathing's good.
You said that backwards. It's supposed to be 9 out of 10 wouldn't recommend it.
No, it's like a 1 out of 10. Like you're giving it 1 out of 10 stars.
Oh, we're going stars. I thought you.
Yeah, like okay. 1 out of 10 stars. And the only reason I even gave it a 1 and didn't give it a 0 is because I got really lucky. People would like drop off soups. And like my brother-in-law dropped off a recliner chair for me that was like really nice, so I could sleep upright and sleep comfortably. So people did really nice things for me when I had COVID. So that was kind of cool.
Wow. Well,
so that's the only reason that I would say that it was okay.
I still don't want it. Like, I got DoorDash to drop me off food. Okay. Like,
right. I definitely got. Well, see, and here's the thing. So I'm also diabetic. So for me, it is really hard to find things that you can eat. So I drink a lot of broth, a lot of soup, or I just wasn't hungry. I'm still barely getting my taste buds back too. I can't really taste too much, and that's kind of been a bummer. But I do have the second round of the Hoya contest coming up. It's going to be great. I have 3 judges that are they're gonna kill it. I already know it. I had a really great time. The judges that I had on the last one, your judges really make your show. 100%. I had Scottish King. I had Sassy Single and Sassy, and then I had Bart. And I'm telling you, we had so much fun with it. It was lighthearted. It was good energy. Everybody just had a blast. And, that's the kind of stuff that I like doing here on the app. I feel life is too short to be taken so seriously. And I like it when people go out and do things that are fun and, don't take life too seriously.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was going to say something. I'm telling you, my brain today has just been like all over the place.
It's because it's Christmas time, and so you're thinking of like all the other stuff that you have to get done with like Christmas time.
Maybe.
So yeah, that's the only other thing I've got coming up. Football season is coming to an end a little bit, so yeah, just kind of hang out and just continue with everybody.
I was going to tell you this. Not only do people go to endocrinologists,
lot of things that I miss. But I'm actually doing really good. Like I'm fully managed now. They're going to be taking me off of my shots. My A1C is in an incredible place. I worked really hard to get myself here, and I do have some things coming up that are gonna, kind of reverse the situation that I've been dealing with. I caught this in a really good time, and I'm looking forward. I think this year, a lot of people don't know this, but I'm 35 years old, and I have decided that I am going to make 35 my best year. So I have a lot of really incredible things that I've got going on this year, work-wise and health-wise, and I'm really looking forward to this new year. So I can't wait.
Well, if I don't get to see you between now and then, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I hope that Santa Claus brings you everything that you wish for.
Yeah, Santa's bringing me a lot. I mean, and then, I wanted to share with you. Her name is Jingle Tatas, and she just wanted to say Merry Christmas to you, Kenny, as well.
I got that. Yeah,
she was so excited when she found out that we were going to be on Kenny Wayne's show, and she just had to be here.
There we go. Thank you, Ash. You're always.
Thank you for having me, Kenny. I love you so much. You're one of the greatest people on this app. I appreciate you tremendously, and I love you guys all. Thank you for being here.
I'm only great because of the people I surround myself with.
Yes, definitely.
Wow, she said. Okay. Ash, thank you so much, y'all. Y'all need to favor Ash and go see her when y'all can, and show her some love for Christmas. Wow, we got Ashlicious coming here. I hadn't seen her in a minute. Yo, so now, look, I've run across a picture today. I'm going to request Bart to the box. I was looking at screenshots that I'd taken since I've been on Meet Me, and I found a picture of Bart, a screenshot of Bart when he had like 300K, y'all.
Do I really want to see it?
Yeah, Bart. Yeah. And he didn't have a beard, and he actually looked really younger without the beard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to look for a minute.
I mean, a year makes that's a big difference. So
well, it's almost been 2 years.
Is it? What's today? Yeah, almost. It's getting there.
It was in March of 2020, so yeah, it's we're 3 months away from it being 2 years. So
That was my first week on the app.
You made 300K your first week in the app?
Yeah.
No,
Killed it.
It wasn't your first week on the app.
Now I make about 300K in a month, 2 months.
Dude, hey, yeah. I know the feeling, brother.
Right.
Let's see where we at here.
I haven't really been over here that much lately though, so.
I know I got it in here somewhere.
I'm afraid to see what it is. It's gonna be something. It's like a makeup or something on.
No. You ain't got
no.
Here it is right here.
Let me kill the comments. I can't see it. You got me behind the box. Oh yeah! Holy crap! That was a long time ago.
And you can't see it, but he had 253 wins and 316.3K.
Dude, you know what's crazy is that jersey right there. This just shows, like with COVID and everything.
Y'all can see he had 316K and 325 wins.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was a while ago.
This app, look how like he was like young looking. It ain't been but 2 years ago. This app has made Bart age.
Dude, the app and COVID, that same jersey, that Texans jersey, that's one of the salute to service ones. Yeah. That same jersey, if I was to put that on right now, it would look like spandex. Like no bullshit.
You've drank a lot of beer since then, Bart. You drank a lot of beer since then.
Yeah. Well, I'm drinking a soda right now.
I also have a picture of Bart's old girlfriend. Thanks, y'all.
That is your man. That is your girl. Don't even.
Wait, let's look. Y'all want to see what Bart's name was? Look, I can prove that it was Bart's old girlfriend. Y'all, I'm trolling Bart right now, but
What was it? Oh, that bullshit, because that was after you beat me in a battle. Single-handedly. I might add. What did I have to change my name to? Scoot it over a little bit? Oh, yeah. Hearts Brooklyn, yeah. Yeah, but that was all Kenny, too. All Kenny. Single-handedly took us out.
I might have had something to do with it.
Well, you and Moose Knuckles and
Moose Knuckles.
And everybody else.
Who's Moose Knuckles?
The best part about that one was, I still think the best part about the Moose Knuckle battle was the fact that like OG Top Badges, like at the time, Adam and everybody was banning themselves because they just had such a mental breakdown, and they just started, Moose Knuckles is Kenny, poof, gone. I was like, well, there goes all my shooters.
Look, and to be honest with you, I didn't even plan it that way. That was just the only lurk I had at the time, and I went and grabbed it and started loading it up.
That shit was funny as hell.
But now that I think about it, that was probably a pretty good strategy.
Do what?
That would have probably been a good strategy had I actually thought of it. I guess I should have lied and said, yeah, I planned that the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely worked. It definitely got rid of all of them, and now it wouldn't work though.
No, they've censored everything now. Well, there is a couple of things that get you banned. I don't even know how to do it, but anyway.
Yeah, now that just doesn't go through.
Yeah, Meet Me took away my fun. I used to have fun with that, going to people's live on alert and getting 4 or 5 people banned, and then people realize what's going on and they kick me out.
Kenny used to, like daily, he would come into my stream and type in, "Hey, somebody type my name." and there was always one dummy. Even after I would say, "Don't do it," poof, gone.
Hey, listen, there were certain words you could space out, and you're still going to. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you still get banned. But yeah, no beer.
So what's been going on, man? I haven't seen you. You said you, I guess, been doing some other things. What's been going on lately?
Yeah, man, I really don't stream over here. I've streamed enough over here. I stream one day a week, really, over here for the past, few weeks. Just taking a break from all the negative people, all the haters.
Yeah.
And I just, not really. I just needed a break from it, man. You gotta have your mental breaks. And whenever you get people, listen, I've been off of this app for 3 weeks, minus a couple hours, one day a week, to keep the badge requirements, and literally still getting messages, people just making up some bullshit. So, it's just you gotta keep the negative.
Oh, did we lose Bart? Oh, you lagged out for a second. Yeah. Listen, I know all about it. Like, I know y'all seen my diamond count slow down, and it's because I backed a lot off of streaming, and it's just because, people were taking everything so seriously, and everything was becoming a lot of drama, and I felt the only way to get myself out of it was to back away from it, and
exactly.
I feel like that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I still stream and everything, but I'm backing away from here just because of that. I mean, I'm not.
Did I lag out or did he lag out?
Can you not hear me?
You lagged out for a second. I don't know if it's you or me.
Oh, I don't know who it is. It's not my. Oh, what, me? Hold on, let me turn this thing off.
Bart is using McDonald's Wi-Fi.
How about now?
So what's been going on, man? You ready for Christmas?
No.
No, I don't blame you. I ain't ready either, dude. I am not ready either.
Actually, this Christmas, it's just going to be me. It's just going to be me this Christmas. I was going to fly back to Houston, but with holiday travel right now, I'm not feeling it.
Oh man,
so I'm gonna go afterwards.
Oh, I feel you. Hey, I can tell you the traffic is horrible. I was telling my live when I first started the show today that I went into Target today about, I don't know, I think it was about, me and my daughter stopped for lunch and we had lunch, and then it was probably 1 o'clock we got to Target, and I was like, oh my God, like what? Is everybody in this town in Target today? What is going on? Like,
that was your biggest mistake going at lunchtime and everything, man. You know, you got all the crazy people, last minute shopping. Was everybody polite at least? Because I know anytime I go close to holiday shopping, people are rude. They're mad at the world because they waited until the end. It's like, yo, just go in there, pick up what you gotta go and go. I don't shop. All online, brother.
Yeah, well, I'm old school, man. I like to pick stuff up and look at it, but because I bought some things online that I got it before at Christmas, and I was like, what? Look, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. My daughter's a Harry Potter fanatic, and I'm online and I see this music box, right? A Harry Potter music box that you turn the little thing and it plays the Harry Potter song. And it
didn't work.
And no, it worked fine, right? And in the picture, it looked like a regular size music box. It looked about this big and like that, Yeah. So I ordered it, and when I got it in, I'm not kidding you, it was as big as the handle on this screwdriver. Literally.
So how did it work?
I mean, it was wider than that, but it was like this long, and it was about 1.5 inches, I don't even think it was 2 inches wide. It was.
And it was a wind up?
Yeah, it was about this size. I don't think it was this long. And it was about this deep, and it was, it's actually smaller than, man, if I'd have known I was going to tell this story, I went and got it, but it's real small. I mean, that's.
Yeah, but see, I think of shopping, like if you think since we're on streaming right now, I think of shopping as having a get together for an hour, just an hour. Let's just say just an hour with all the streamers that you can't stand. That's what I think about when I think about going to the mall during holiday season.
Well, I mean, I went with my daughter, so I kind of focused on just me and her. And, I basically went to kind of make sure, you send your 17-year-old daughter to the mall. Yeah.
So you were there for that.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So that makes more sense.
Yeah. Look, when I do shop, I usually go to Costco or Sam's because they usually have actually pretty decent stuff in there. But I do buy stuff online, but I usually do all my shopping before Christmas. I'll go like a month. I'll go when December starts, like the first week in December. I will go to the mall during the day while everybody's at work, and I will get everything I need in a couple of days, and then I'm done. I haven't done it this year.
I order it about a month in advance, maybe 2 months in advance. If I haven't ordered you something in a month, then you're not getting anything from me.
So is that Bart's way of telling me he didn't get me nothing for Christmas?
I didn't get you shit, Kenny. I got you keep me up at 1 a.m. is what I got you for Christmas.
Oh, come on. You were going to be up anyway.
Hell no, not on Mondays. I told you this all the time. Literally, the only reason I'm on the app right now is because it's for you.
Well, hey, listen.
Like you've been, I've said it before on here. I respect you as a streamer and a person. And whenever I was asked to do it, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. There's not too many people I'm going to do a show for nowadays. Man, but I wasn't not going to do it.
I appreciate that, man. I really do. Yeah, this is your second time on the show, I think, right?
Yeah, I was on it at the beginning.
Yeah, before
my comments aren't working, so I got my other device up now.
Before it was actually featured.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on it a while ago. I mean, yeah, man, you've been having a feature show for 6 months now, huh?
Probably at least, or close to it.
At least. Yeah.
I did the show for like 2 months before I sent my photos in to actually get it featured. Like, I'm the typical guy. Like, I wait till okay, I gotta get this shit. Because what I planned on doing, y'all, was getting some professional pictures taken where it looked good, and I never did. And Chris was like, "Hey, man,
I did the same thing. And then I literally sat there like this with a phone, and I was like, "Here you go, Chris."
Yeah, but I mean, my show would have been featured a month before had I, you know.
Can I use a shower? Yeah. Okay. Okay then.
Look, I'm streaming. Okay. When your teenager comes in, like when you're streaming, want to have a conversation. But
Okay, I haven't seen you all day.
Bart and I were both on the same week, I think. I don't know. Ashley seems to follow me around.
Come on. Daddy wants
That seems to happen. Not that I'm hitting on you or anything, Ashley. Let's make that perfectly clear.
Okay, you stay.
Let's just make that perfectly clear.
yeah. No, my daughter likes to come in, and you know, they come in during my show all the time, and they know I have the show every Monday, and you know,
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like, listen, just give me like 10 more minutes, and the show will be over, and it's all good. But man, I appreciate you being on the show. I want to get
For sure, brother.
back in here to sing a song, man. I appreciate you, Bart. Have a Merry Christmas, man.
Appreciate it.
When you come, hey, when you listen, I know we said it before, but let's do it now. When you come back to Houston after Christmas, man, shoot me a text or whatever. We'll grab lunch or something.
I might be back there mid to late January because I'll be in San Antonio for a few weeks. So I'm sure I'll drive down to Houston.
Okay, that'll work, man.
All right, brother. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, brother. Y'all make sure y'all favorite Bart. Oh, man, you know, I can sit here and talk to Bart and Ash for hours. Like, honestly, I had to look at the clock and go, oh, Denny, if you're still here, we'd like you to sing one more song. No, not unfavorite, favorite. If you don't have him favorited already, favorite him, and also favorite Miss Denny here.
I'm back. So that was fun. I'm a huge football fan. I always say I think I love football more than most men. Huge Bronco fan. My best friend was one of the Three Amigos back in the day with John Elway.
Oh,
Mark
wow.
Jackson. He got when John Elway did that 100-yard drive against the Cleveland Browns. My friend Mark is the one that cut the touchdown in the end zone.
Yeah, I know who Martin Jackson is.
It's funny because we became friends and we got close like immediately, and our birthdays happened to be the same day too, so go figure. So let's do this song. Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. I say love, it is a hunger and endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower and you, its only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes the chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying that never And when the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong, just remember in the winter, far beneath that bitter snow, lies the sea, and with the sun's love in the spring becomes the moon.
Man, that was amazing. That's another one of my favorite country songs. I think the song was originally done by Bette Midler, but also Conway Twitty had a version of it that I really loved. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I see you.
Anytime.
Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I hope you get back to streaming. Everybody make sure y'all hit Denny with a fave. Hit Bart with a fave, and hit Miss Ashley Ann with a fave, and everybody in here in red. I see Grizzly coming in. Grizz, look, I think we're pretty close to. I think I'm almost to you, Grizz. We're doing beard comparisons. You missed the whole show. That's all right. Hey, whenever you want to be, whenever you need to want to be on the show or can be on the show, Grizz, get with Emoji, man. We'll have you back on. All right, y'all. If I don't get to see y'all before Christmas, I want everybody to have a Merry Christmas. And make sure y'all favorite all the gifters. Charismatic, Denny, and Love Out Loud is the top 3 up there. And favorite everybody else that gifted, all the people on here. Everybody, I want to thank everybody for the gifts that they did send, and also the favorites that I got. Yeah, baby. Yo, Grizz, brother, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, man. And, hope you're doing your thing, man. All right, man. All right, y'all. Peace, love, and tranquility. Peace out. I'm going to get me something to drink. Me and my daughter are going to finish the movie we started before this came on and interrupted it. But I love all of y'all, man. Peace out. Merry Christmas. Be safe and have a happy holidays. The new Sandra Bullock movie on Netflix. I don't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it. But look on Netflix. It's a new movie. The Unforgivable. It's Unforgivable, yes. Until next time. I'll be back next Monday if the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise.